Today we're testing out the Flex 2 driving distance training aid from Rookie. It's supposed to help with a whole bunch of things like your tempo and your release and speed and distance. Of course, all sounds great, but does it work? Is it any good? Is it worth the value? We'll check all those things out and more. All right, so it just comes in this bag. Well, it comes in a box, and then inside this bag and has some instructions in it. I'm just gonna open this. I'm just gonna open this up, check it out. All right, it's got a nice new white Golf Pride grip on it. Just a standard thickness on that grip. And then the only other thing that it comes with, these instructions. All that it says on it is it says light swing practice with a specially processed aluminum head. Click sound effect at address position with impact checker technology. And it's got click. Using the Golf Pride grip, okay, and with a flexible shaft with soft elasticity, effects such as rhythm and tempo, body turn swing, and increased flight distance. It all sounds good. It doesn't really say how it works, but it all sounds good. Then it says the sound click, improving the point of impact. Click at the impact point at address, make a sound, and get the correct swing posture. It helps you catch and improve distance. So if you look at the picture, it's saying you want to click, I think you want to click maybe at a release. It's a little unclear. We're going to try that. All right, first try with this thing. Very nice sticky grip here. Definitely flexible. All right, so there's the click. All right, so I guess the whole point is to try to have that release at down here, not, see, I'm feeling, it's interesting. I'm feeling that come out here. So right away, I am getting feedback, so. Again. Okay, so raw impression right out of the gate. I can hear the click back here. I know I released the club early, so it is giving me that feedback right away. Now, whether or not this is actually going to train me to release better, we'll see. All right, test. I'm going to pretend I'm taking up my normal setup, okay? I'm going to take my normal setup here, and then I'm just going to test to see where it would click normally. Oh yeah, I'm clicking it back here. That's interesting. Try again. Oh yeah, I can feel that's so interesting. There's no adjustments, there's nothing to play with. It's kind of a one size fits all. Maybe that's a good thing for someone like me who overthinks things a lot. I don't know. It does feel like it stops you from rushing the downswing. So slowing that downswing down and putting speed where speed should be, which is at the point of impact, not at the top of your swing. I like that it's getting me to feel like I'm slowing down. I don't know if it's going to result in anything yet. We're far from that. But my first impression is, this is not bad at all. I love how compact it is. Take it anywhere. Not sure, maybe you could swing it inside with a high enough, I mean, it's definitely not as long as a regular club. Here's my 56-degree wedge, so definitely shorter and compact. So that's nice, so you can take it with you. Yeah, so far I'm impressed. I'm gonna keep using it, add to this video, see if it makes a difference. So I've been practicing with the Flex 2 swing stick off and on. I pop out to the garage for a few minutes, swing it, go back inside, pop back out, swing it. Now, one thing I discovered, I'm right-hand dominant, so I am a lead hand golfer here. When I swing this one-handed, just with my strong hand, I almost always get the click in the correct spot. So it's interesting. It's natural when I just swing one-handed kind of get the timing right. But as soon as I add two hands, I can feel it out here. So I don't know if my trail hand's getting too involved, if I try to speed up but with one hand, I'm less rushed. I can get that click right at the bottom. Two hands, more out here. So again, just training myself maybe to have that timing with my lead arm more than my trail arm, and not rushing the downswing. After using the Flex 2 training aid for over a month now, I feel pretty confident in my ability to give a fair review. I'm gonna go over my pros and cons. As you'll see, they're mostly pros. First thing, if you're like me and kind of struggle with your timing of your release, maybe you release it a little too early, you cast it a little too early, I think this is a tool that's definitely gonna help reinforce better timing. It's gonna help you slow down your downswing a little bit, don't rush it so much, and really get those hands ahead of the ball before you release the club. So for that purpose, I think this is a great tool. Now, will this increase your distance? If timing of your release is an issue for you and that's why you're buying this, then I would say yes, because again, you're going to release it better, so you're going to conserve more energy in the club head and release it at the right point, therefore generating more club head speed. A few other pros. It's compact, so it can actually be used indoors. I've swung it indoors. You need a little bit of space. Make sure you don't smack anything with the heavy aluminum head, but it can be used indoors because it's shorter than a regular club, and I really like that. As we've said before, the grip is a Golf Pride grip, so when you're gripping it, it actually feels like a high quality club. It doesn't feel cheesy at all or feel like you're using a cheap product. And so that's an added bonus. This is also a nice little warm-up tool if you don't have access to being able to hit balls at a driving range or a hitting net prior to your round. Swing this a few times to loosen up the muscles. It's a nice little tool for that as well. One other pro that was a little surprising to me was I really like the fact that this doesn't have a golf head on it, that it's just a weight. And the reason for that is when I go to practice a movement, maybe I'm trying to change something in my takeaway or on my downswing, maybe I'm focusing on my shoulders that day or trying to keep my elbows a little closer together. It allows me to do that because when I have a golf club in my hands, I often get distracted by the face. Like, is the face too closed? Is it open? And I'm always kind of tinkering with that. And then I start to lose track of what I'm actually focused on in that session. Whereas with this, I feel like I can zone in on the movements that I'm trying to perfect and not get distracted by the club head. And I can always, of course, take it to the club later, but I can start working on new movements with this with fewer distractions. All right, so what are the cons? The biggest con, I think, are the instructions that came with it. Now, this might change in the future and they might upgrade it, but I think this tool would benefit a lot from having some videos online that could accompany it, maybe some drill ideas, just to supplement what it is. So when the user gets this, they can watch it real quick and they can completely understand how to use this in different ways in order to better their game. And no, it's not a full supplement for hitting real balls, but if you don't have access to hitting balls, perhaps for a long stretch, like I'm in Canada, so over the winter, if you don't have access to a simulator or an indoor driving range and you want to stay loose, this is a great alternative just to swing. And the little haptic feedback you get with the magnet clicking, it actually gives you that sensation of hitting a ball, even though there isn't a ball. So it kind of is that nice feeling of swinging a club, even though you're not really doing it. If you're interested in picking up a Flex 2, you can go to spornia.com. There is a link in the description below. It's currently retailing for $89.99 US dollars, so you can pick one up for yourself and hopefully be on the road to improving your game. If this video was helpful to you, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the like button. And if you're interested in maybe taking the next step in building an indoor practice facility and you want your own indoor net, check out this video right here, and we'll see you next time on Golf Quest.